Dear students, let's start understanding dictionaries in Python. A dictionary is like a list except that in a list we have to access it using an index, whereas items in a dictionary can be accessed using a unique key which can be a number, a string or a tuple. The items in a dictionary can be changed, but keys are an immutable data type. Each key is separated from its value by colon. The items are separated by commas, and the entire element means key value pair are enclosed in curly braces. So in list we used square brackets. In tuples we use parentheses. In strings we use quotes, and in dictionary we use curly braces to assign values to any dictionary. So here you can see the syntax of dictionary, that is dictionary name equal to curly braces, then key 1, then the value of key 2, value of key 2, so that by dictionary we can save many data or access the values through their key. So here you can see an example how a dictionary is created and printed. So dict equal to subject colon informatics practices and class 11 means here there are two keys. First key is subject and second key is class, and after key colon used, and after colon the value of that key. In first key the key is subject and value is informatics practices, and second key class and the value of class is 11th. So when we print the dictionary we get the whole dictionary here, subject then key value, then key, then value, and again class key, and then the value 11. And again when we print subject and dict subject, so that by inside the print statement when we use subject under quote, it shows the statement subject, string subject, and then the value of dict subject. So subject is the key of dict named dictionary, and the value of subject is informatics practices for the key subject. In second line we print class dict.get class. So here dict.get method also used to access the member of any dictionary. So the output is class, that is print as it is, and dict.get.class, so the value of that class or the value of that key which is class is 11. Then go to the next, where iterating through a dictionary. So this example will show us how dictionary items can be accessed through a loop. So by using this example we can access the element of dictionary by using loop. So let's see. So here a dictionary declared, that is same as, only difference that the subject key value is computer science in this example, and class is 12. So we run the loop for loop. So for I in dict, print dict I. So it is given us the values only according to the key. So when we run the program we get computer science, the first key value of dictionary, and the 12. So the second key value of second key, that is 12. Then updating dictionary element. So we can update dictionary element by using simple dict dictionary name, and in square bracket the key value equal to whatever value we assign, that will going and save. So here you can see, if a key is there in the dictionary, then it will update the value of the particular key in the dictionary, and if the key is not in the dictionary, then it will add key value pair in the dictionary by just assigning the key and the value. So let's do some practicals of this example, then we again come and understand about Python dictionaries. So for practical, I will open Python compiler, and then here we declare a dictionary and accessing the value of dictionary. So first I define a dictionary D equal, using curly braces, and the key value. So first key value is our name, and name, then colon, and the value of name is Amar. So I have to use quotes for, because of these are there are too many characters in a value. Then after using comma, then second key is class, and the value of class is 12. Then okay, we don't need to use code for numbers, but we can use, so that computer can understand, interpreter can understand it as a string, as a not changeable value. So class equal to 12. By the way, already it is immutable data type, the values of the keys are. So after class, the subject, so using quotes, and subject is the third key, and the value of third key is CS. Then we close the curly braces and enter. Then here I try to print this dictionary, so same print function, and the variable name, that is D for dictionary. Then closing the, and when we run the, we get here the name Amar, class 12, subject CS. Same as we can access the different values according to their subject as dictionary keys. So again try with some other other statement. So print, then we use quotes for, or we can directly access D, and inside the D we need name. So for name D, then quote, then the key name is name, and close the quotes, then close the curly braces. Then let's see what value it provides us when we run the program. So it shows Amar the value of name key. Okay, name is a key and the value of this key is Amar. So by using different keys we can access different values. For class 12, Then after we use iteration for printing the values of dictionary. So just here we use for loop. So for I in the range is D, for I in range D we have to use small I, so it is good. And whenever the loop will run, it print the value of I. Let's run the program. I on line 2 is error, so that we have to run this program in a script mode file. So that let's copy this program and run in script mode. Select all, copy. Then I am opening the script mode, that is in PyDrive, and then copy. After saving this, save, last opened, and this folder, the name of file is D1, and we save it. Then we run the program and let's see. Here is some indentation problem, so using interprom here, so printing D and the value of I. Let's run this program so that we can key the I. Let's go back and watch again that why this error comes. So here the problem that I is a variable, so variable must be outside the quotes, closing brackets. Then let's again run this program so that we get Amar, 12 and CS, the values of 3 keys. Using for loop we can print. We can also do some thing here, that we can write I equal to then after tab space, then and try to print out this. So when we run this program, we get some syntax error of T. Let's go back.
Audible books.
Okay, by doing some little changes like using comma here, and then save the program, then run, and here we can see name equal to Amar, class equal to 12 and subject, so the name of key and also the value of that key show here. Then let's
Audible.
okay, advertisements. Let's go again to the book and understand the next thing, that is built-in dictionary functions. So len dict will return the total number of items present in the dictionary. CMP dict 1 and dict 2 compares elements from both the dictionaries. We have to check this function, is it working in Python 3 and above version or not. Then str dictionary produce a printable string representation of a dictionary, and type variable returns the type of the variable passed as an argument. Then some methods and descriptions. So dict.clear function removes all elements of dictionary dict. So we use dict as a dictionary name and add, and by using dot we can use different functions, the clear function or copy or item or keys that returns the list of dictionary key list which we use in our last program. If not, that we use in our upcoming program. So then dict dot set default key dot default equal to none. So similar to get function, but will be dict key default is default if key is not already in dict. So dict dot update dict 2. So add dictionary 2's key value pair to dict, and dict dot values returns the list of dictionaries dict values. So we can run these all methods in our compiler. Then after here a program is given, that program to store information like admission number, roll number and marks in a dictionary and display information on the basis of admission number. So let's see this program. As you can see that program, in this program we are taking some variables. So SCL variable holds a dictionary, then I equal to 1, flag equal to 0, n equal to, then enter the number of entries. So how many entries in dictionary decided here. Then while I is less than or equal to n, ADM number equal to or admission number, ADM name variable holding the admission number of that student. Then NM variable stored the name of the student. Then section variable stored the section and class of the students. Then after PER, fluid type variable stored the percentage of that student. Then after B equal to num comma section comma per. So B is a tuple which holds the key values. Then SCL equal to SCL ADM equal to B. It means the according to the ADM number, whatever input by the user, that B will hold. So for ADM number there are 3 different values. So then here I is increased by 1. So loop is running according to the n until the number of entries not completed. Then second is L equal to SCL dot keys. SCL dot keys we watched here that dict dot keys returns a list of dictionary dict's keys. So here our dictionary name is SCL, so it returns the list of SCL dictionaries. So L equal to SCL dot keys, so L holds the dictionary keys, and for I in L print backslash n ADM number equal to I. So the value of I, so the value of first key, so here. Then after Z equal to SCLI, so Z holds the value of key, Z holds the name of key in SCL dictionary. Then we print the name, class and percentage heading tab space. Then after we run another loop. So for J in Z, so loop is running until Z, and this will print that Z the value of that the value of J, and that end with backslash T, so giving a tab space. Let's run this program and watch the result. So when we run this program, we use run module, and let's see the output of this program. So we can see here in our system that it is asking to enter a number. Let me okay, when we run this program, we get in Python shell like enter number of entries. So we just enter 2 entries, so we enter 2. Then after we press enter, so it is asking for enter admission number, as we give here enter admission number of a student, so enter number of a student. So let's see an example 1 2 3. Then enter the name of student. Let's see, it may be A, B, C. Then press enter. Class and section, so let's 12 A. Then percentage of student, so it may be 87 approx. Again for second student, second entry. So for second entry, I again enter the admission number 2 3 4, name of student DEF. Okay, DEF is not defined because of it is a keyword. So class and section of student, so class is 12 A, section is A. Then percent of student, so 78. So we run the program and we can see that ADM number is printed 1 2 3, and the headings are name, class and percentage, and key value 1 2 3 have there are 3, key 1 2 3 have there are 3 values. First is ABC, second is 12th A, and third is 87.0, and the another key 2 3 4 have there are 3 values DEF, 12 and 78.0. Then after we take the printout of this and we get the structure of dictionary. Let's again, here we get the print. So 1 2 3 key have there are 3 values in bracket, you can see. So it may be a tuple which hold that value, and 2 3 4 have also a key have also a tuple which hold 3 values, or the value is there are 3 members in that key. For adding values to dictionary, we just use dict name or dictionary name. So here we just add some values. So D, and we use just square brackets, and inside the square brackets we mention another key, and let's mention the another key is name, class and subject. So here we mention name, class and subject. That let's see the percentage or marks name use. So we use mark, and then marks is a key, and marks holds or a value that is in that subject 75. Let's take the printout of the dictionary and see what are the changes. So print, then function, then the name of our variable, and then enter and run the program. So here we can see the another key value marks is added to this dictionary, and that is 75. we can also update another name, जैसे another key value. If we do here, if we change here the class value, we want to change the value of class dictionary, we use class and we just change here and the changes will be appear on output. So we will change the class, that is 10, and when we run the program we get class 10. So the value of class key is updated here. Now let's use some Python functions so that we understand it better. So here we use some methods. So our first method is d.items, means dictionary dot items, dictionary name dot items. It returns a list of d dictionaries key dot value tuple pairs in tuple format, and then d dot keys, it returns the list of dictionary keys. So let's run this program and see the output. So when we run this program we get the key value pairs in a tuple format, and in second line we get the keys of that dictionary. When we use print command to get values, then we run the program so that we get only values of all keys. So here are some functions. We can also use dictionary name dot update method or dictionary name dot set default key. So this is for your homework. Here dictionary topic is completed. On next video we start sorting. Thank you.